Let's jump right into it, guys. There's so much happening in the news, and right now, a recent report in Forbes magazine, it says nearly 250,000 British patients have been waiting more than 6 months to receive planned medical treatment from the NHS, the National Health Service. And it says Royal College of Surgeons, 36,000 have been in treatment queues for 9 months or more. So here's the question, guys: Is this now the time for individuals to discover homeopathy?
No.
Because that's a long time to wait. Let's say you got a kink in your neck and you're waiting months to get it checked out, or you got a rash. Isn't this the best possible time for the spiritual and natural community to really promote homeopathy?
Well, first of all, especially in Britain, I don't know if it's covered under the healthcare plan, but they do have one of the largest homeopathic hospitals in the world in Britain. And the Queen has her own homeopath, so clearly she knows the value of homeopathy. And for those who don't know anything about homeopathy, it's basically like cures like, and they use a small amount of substance, and it works energetically in our bodies. So I will let Ms. Sarah say a little bit about that too.
Well, she's been doing homeopathy for many years.
Yes.
So I do use it to treat a lot of things, whether it's physical issues or whether it's even spiritual issues. It can clear emotions. It can clear negative energies from the body. I think a lot of people, they just need to get involved in natural medicine. Homeopathy, yes, but also taking care of your diet, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, becoming healthy, taking care of your health yourself rather than waiting on doctors for months to tell you what's wrong with you. And then usually doctors find 5-6 different things and they give you more medication, and then this leads to you just get more sick and sick and sick. So I suggest detoxing, healthy eating, homeopathy, herbs, things like that to heal. And then we wouldn't have the problem of all these people just waiting for doctors and holding on to doctors to heal.
Anna, the question is it about medical coverage or medical care? Those lines are really blurry, because you could have the coverage, but it could be the worst care possible.
Right, exactly.
But the other thing in this country, and you mentioned it, is what the insurance companies in general determine a great level of the care, because a lot of people don't have the resources to access Sarah or my wife Lynn or any of the other many healers that do wonderful practice. And yet, when I write about the new children, and I did an extensive entire segment on the medical industry, if I go to a doctor, I know he's got 2 modalities he's allowed within normal practice, because he's got to follow standard practice of care aligned by the AMA. They have 2 modalities: surgery, big pharma. Why? Because that's what's run the system. Whereas those of us of the alternative, we look at the entire spectrum. And I don't want to throw everything out from allopathic medicine, but I want the parents that read my books to recognize the full breadth of healing and be a full integrative setup, not only allopathic or allopathic versus alternative. No, it's about using the best of both worlds.
When it comes to pain medicine, I believe that people who have severe injuries, they do need pain medicine, and we should keep that from them. And that's when conventional pharmaceuticals are good to treat people who have had serious injuries. So my experience, whenever I had an operation within the last year, I had this experience where I was given the pain medicine, and I took it for 2 days, and then my body said, I don't need it anymore, that I've learned how to be in pain, not be in pain anymore from the pain medicine, and I didn't have to take it after that. So I think we can also use pain medicine to treat people and train people's systems to be out of pain, but only in smaller doses rather than higher doses. So that's something that I've really tapped into with conventional pharmaceuticals, that yes, when it comes to pain, we can use certain of these substances to train the body out of pain. But the problem is people stay addicted to them, or they stay on them, and that's when all the issues start to
You know,
arise.